What's happening, people? It is your boy, Quarter Porter with Cheese, and we're getting ready to start another podcast series. This time we're talking about the Pokemon games, and we're going to break down the mainline Pokemon series and give our detailed analysis and try to group these things into a tier list. As we did with the Mario Kart, it was a smashing success, I should say, last time, and where we're going to move into the Pokemon series and see if we can dig deep and delve deep into the Pokemon series. I already have that man Usagi and that man KJC here with me in the chat, so I'm going to switch over to my main screen and then we'll hop into the conversation with these guys. Alright, so welcome to the podcast. I got that man KJC in here, and I got that man Usagi in here, the Sack Supreme. We're back again, and we're about to discuss the Pokemon series. We're going to start from the actual beginning this time. Last time we worked our way backwards through the Mario Kart series, but we're going to actually start with the first Pokemon games, the Game Boy games, the Red and Blue, and we'll include Yellow, even though it's I consider it kind of a spin-off, but it's actually, I think they actually consider it like actually mainline series. It's just like the complete edition, I guess you would call it. So for those of you people that that played probably the remakes, I don't know how many of y'all actually got into the actual original Game Boy series. That the Game Boy was late in its life cycle whenever Pokemon came out, so it was kind of unexpected for it to hit the North American market. But I'm kind of glad it did. I have fond memories of hooking up two old Game Boys. I didn't have the Game Boy Color. I had the original Game Boy. So like we were hooking up with via link cable the two original Game Boys and playing Pokemon Red and Blue. Me and one of my teammates on a track team, we would play it on road trips to track meets, and we sit there and trade Pokemon back and forth between the two games to complete the Pokédex. So for you guys, I want to know what you guys thought of your experience if you ever played the original Red and Blue version, and kind of hear what
Are we including green? Are we going to include green even though the game's Japanese exclusive, but it has like a few differences? Or probably not.
I mean, green is pretty much red.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I think Red and Blue were like an updated version of the Blue version that was released in Japan. I'm just saying, like, there's like a different version, the original Red and Green, that had like some bugs and issues and different sprites, if I remember.
Oh, like it goes red and green, and then there's blue, and then yellow. But
Yeah.
we consider red and green to be the same.
Yeah, they're the same. I'm just saying, like, when it comes to like different designs, like I know there's a couple different designs compared to the updated version seen in blue and yellow. That's what I was just saying.
See,
That's why I said I don't know if we're actually counting that.
I didn't even know that was a thing. And we got a few people listening in the chat on live stream. Mobeen, I see you out there, and Race Rain. We're talking about Pokemon, and as you can see, I'm playing Pokemon Let's Go Eevee. But we're starting with the original Pokemon games, the Red and Blue versions. I didn't even know there was a green version, so that's new on me. And so it's basically like the first generation of Pokemon games.
Yeah, but it was only ever released in Japan.
Well, still bad on me for not knowing.
That's why. Actually, also, are we including the remakes too? I'm assuming we are.
No, we're sticking with the mainline games, like,
Yeah.
because the remakes are just basically.
No?
You love Pokemon? Well, you might be able to add some conversation or some input to these discussions. What we're doing is what we did in the last podcast we did for this year, the very first podcast for this year. We're tearing up the Pokemon games, the mainline Pokemon series. Moby, and that's what we're doing. So y'all guys, if y'all have some comments, I'll be reading y'all's comments as we discuss it here. And So, what do y'all guys think of what the games were as a whole?
You mean
Good
red,
starter.
green,
Yeah,
and blue, and yellow?
yeah, the first
Yeah.
gen.
The Kanto region.
Pretty good. It was a pretty good start.
It was a good start.
There wasn't a whole lot of features, but they set the stone.
Although they had like a few
pretty good.
issues with the game, but those issues were just like with glitches. That's about it. Missing no and how to catch a Mew. Stuff like those two are like the main ones.
Yeah, but those aren't really game breaking.
Isn't it not really game breaking?
Oh yeah, I remember the missing no glitch, and then
Yeah, I don't know if that's game breaking because I never did it myself.
I think I did it one time, and like it did, I don't think it broke the game or anything like that.
It was like really glitchy. I just know that, so that's why I never bothered.
Well, for me, this is what I thought, and I played it a lot. Considering that the Game Boy was at the end of its life cycle, as far as the graphics and stuff, I think it did have some Game Boy Color enhancements to the actual red and blue cartridges. So if you had like Game Boy Color, you could actually have like little color added to the actual sprites in the game. But I mean, as far as actually like graphically, it was it was probably about as good as you're going to get on Game Boy. The gameplay itself, it was a new concept for me because I had never really played a game where you actually had to like focus on actually catching Pokemon. But I did like the concept because it was like a RPG, but like you had different, instead of you having like actual human characters, they were like monsters that you caught and you trained them. So I thought that was kind of cool as a feature in the game.
Yeah.
It was unique for me because I was like, I'm used to playing like Final Fantasy games where you actually train your characters up and like you buy like weapons and stuff like that. So for me, it was like a different RPG. It was kind of neat, and I felt like a connection to the little monsters as I was catching them and stuff. The sprites were neat. I mean, they weren't as detailed as you could get on a Game Boy screen. But for me, like if I was to tier it, like just my honest thing, I would give it either a B. It wouldn't be an A, it wouldn't be a solid game. It would be like a B tier game. Like just considering at the time when it came out, it was like, unique, and it wasn't like graphically impressive or anything like that. But the gameplay itself was unique enough to stand out in a RPG market. It was probably like most people's introduction into the actual franchise. Some people probably came in later, and they like visited this game later. So like it didn't hold up well, but I mean it was a solid start. It wasn't like a fantastic game, but it was pretty solid. It was like B to me. I don't know what you guys think about it as far as tiered.
I think it's about a B too. But yeah, I know what you mean because also they also got re-released on the 3DS.
Yep, and it got GBA enhancements, and then I'm playing the revisit to Kanto on the Switch, which to me is the best Switch game, the best Pokemon Switch game. Sadly.
Even more than Pokken.
Oh yeah, but I forgot about Pokken, bro. But like,
No, we don't need to talk about Pokemon.
All right, yeah.
But yo, so like on Gen 2, the gold and silver, and what was their Crystal was there. See, and this was this Game Boy Color or was this GBA whenever
Game Boy Color.
Wait, we putting red, blue, green, and yellow at B?
Yeah,
Yeah,
they're
B.
basically all the same game.
I mean, the Yellow added like a few additions, like the Team Rocket and the anime, if I remember.
So it followed more of the actual Pokemon video TV
your
series.
rival doesn't, yeah, except your rival gets an Eevee when in the series they got a Squirtle.
Ah,
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm using the English names by the way,
okay.
because I'm still yeah.
Yep, and I mean, like, we'll have people try to it's a B tier game. I don't know what you guys in the chat think. I see y'all guys out there exchanging friend codes, but
Yeah, I definitely can't put the originals any higher than B, just because I mean they're the originals, but that's pretty much
They
where
were
it stops for me.
they were starters, but they're also nostalgic for a lot of people too.
yeah. I mean, like, I think that they got the most out of what they could out of the Game Boy. Because thinking that there was like 150 Pokemon.
You're 51.
Oh yeah, I
I
forgot
remember.
the.
Yeah.
So, but I mean, like, it's like that. You can they managed to squeeze a lot out of what little bit they had. So it was a solid start for the franchise. I mean, it got me into the franchise. I was interested, and then like let's move on to Gen 2 though, because I have no knowledge of Gen 2, so I'm gonna rely on you guys' opinion. I didn't play it at all, and so shame on me for not going back and at least trying to find out what I missed.
I didn't really play the Game Boy Color games. I'm more familiar with the remakes. But
Same.
It's about the
But
same
I know
thing.
Heart Gold and Silver is amazing.
Yeah. But I'm just saying, like, the original wise, I'm not familiar with the original, but I do know Crystal was the first in the series where you could actually choose a gender for your protagonist that you're using.
So that happened as early as Gen 2 that you could pick.
Male or female in Crystal, not in Gold and Silver.
Oh, okay. So it was in the what you would call the complete edition.
What I did not like about the Gold and Silver games is like how they dropped the whole. If I remember, they dropped like some content that was like in the Japanese version. Like in the Japanese version, you could catch a Celebi, but in the English versions, they completely cut that feature off.
So there was a little bit of localization.
Yeah, apparently there was more to do with the GS ball in the original game, but then they just decided not to move that over internationally.
Interesting. Oh, like as far as like you know, like how we have like different like things like Mega Evolution and all that stuff. They didn't have
Hey,
anything like that
Sarden?
in Gen 2, did they?
Can you move Ouija? Yeah, there we go. We're talking about Gen 2.
Oh, Gen 2?
Yeah.
Yeah, we gave the first generation a B tier.
There's a lot of freaking poison Pokemon in this forest, bro. I'm not liking it. Just a side note of me playing the game.
Yeah, I was just saying like how I did not like the whole concept of the GS ball internationally, just because it didn't really serve much of a purpose as it did in the Japanese versions, which we'll see a bit later on too with Gen 3 games too, because they also had some events that were exclusive to region.
So, what do y'all think about the Pokemon that they introduced in Gen 2?
It's not that much, but
They didn't really.
the post game is really good. Like, there's so much to do post game.
And this wasn't like a remake exclusive, like post game.
No.
It was actually present in the Gold and Silver.
Yeah, basically, once you beat the game, you could actually go to the Kanto region and battle all 8 gym leaders too, and actually get the what's it called? And battle Red as the final boss.
That's neat. I wonder why that feature disappeared like altogether out of the old games.
The reason why they added that as a feature is because they thought that Gold and Silver were gonna be the last Pokemon game, so they were trying to end it all with like a really good like game. And then the game was like originally like they're having so much struggles, but Iwata actually did something to the game that made it like possible to add the features that they were originally gonna cut. That's always talked about.
So like when you say like Iwata was able to like help them like get more out of the game than what they originally thought they were gonna get.
They were originally gonna cut the concept of traveling to Kanto, but he did something, I don't know what exactly, but he added something into the game that made it possible to add Kanto without any like issues with the game. And if it wasn't for Iwata, then that feature would have been cut entirely.
That's pretty neat. That's a fun fact I didn't know. That's pretty interesting. So
yeah, that
so just hearing from what y'all guys are saying, like I was thinking the starters for gold and silver, wasn't that Totodile and Cyndaquil and what was it?
Chikorita.
I believe
Chikorita.
so.
Chikorita. See, and those Pokemon showed up as the starters in the Coliseum game, the first one, right?
I'm actually not too familiar with the Coliseum games.
Oh,
I
Pokemon
kept thinking
Coliseum.
that like you could catch those were the starters that you got to catch in game, because I think they took Gen 2's Mons and put it into Coliseum, so like you could actually get Gen 2 Pokemon on Ruby and
Sequel.
Sapphire.
I know the sequel. I know the sequel has Johto Pokemon. I don't know about the original. I don't think it does.
Huh, that's interesting. Yeah, because I think that in Coliseum, you like when you go and catch a lot of the Mons in that game, like that are the Shadow Pokemon, they're actually Gen 2 Mons. Because that was like my first introduction to like Noctowl and Ferret. Like I was like, where do these Pokemon
yeah.
come from? And they were like, and they were like, oh, those are Gen 2 Mons. Because like I had my cousins, they were telling me about it. We're gonna bring up the Coliseum games from time to time because just for graphical representation of good actual 3D modeling when we get to Sword and Shield, that discussion's coming. But what do y'all think about the gold and silver, and what would y'all like put it in the tier list of Pokemon games?
Definitely not
B
Gold.
plus.
B
For
plus.
me, it's B plus. Because the whole thing that they can go to a different region is mind-boggling.
I mean, I'll probably give it an A. I would give it
It sounds
I
like
wouldn't give-
it's a step
I'd
up
give-
from the original.
It is, but it's also the first Pokemon game to introduce shiny Pokemon.
Nice. So that was and that's what I was looking to get, was like little tidbits like that, because like I wouldn't think about it unless it was something like that, you know, like because you know how they try to add different things to the game, you know, like little
I
new
would
features.
give it like a bit higher up, but since of the cut content, like they basically, if you don't have the Japanese version, you won't be able to get everything as internationally. That's why to me it's like a A, just because it's not the complete version as the Japanese version.
Okay.
Wait, so which one's the Japanese version?
You could capture a Celebi, and the GS ball actually had a purpose in the game, other than it, unlike the international.
No, I mean like which version of the game is the Japanese version?
Gold and silver. I think you could do it in Crystal too. I'm not too familiar with Crystal.
So was Crystal the only one that was localized, or like?
No, Crystal was also localized, but I'm just saying like Gold, Silver, Crystal, those are like the 3 Game Boy Color games. But I'm not too familiar with Crystal actually, but I am with Gold and Silver because I at least played the remakes and they're pretty much the same thing with the extra content.
And Race Rain out there in the chat, he said Chikorita was his favorite Pokemon. I guess out of the starter group.
I picked Totodile.
That
Dang,
Feraligatr
Totodile.
was a beast.
Yes, sir.
Love Rally.
Run through 'em.
But yo, like, so we're saying that man KJC said B plus, and y'all the two guys said A. So what do y'all think?
Yeah.
Like A, KJC, would you give it? Would you squeeze an A out of it, or you think B plus is about its ceiling?
I would put wait,
We're talking about the
Soul
gold.
Silver had the 2 regions.
Yes.
Well, yeah, I'm putting the original in B2.
Okay.
Hard Gold and Soul Silver. I mean, there's fidelity upgrades, right? I'm taking that in consideration because there's fidelity upgrades. I gotta set it a bar higher.
Right, wait, we were talking about the remix now for Gold and Silver.
Oh well, I wanted to stick to the first iterations of the games,
All right.
because the
Because
remakes
I
of course
heard about the remakes. That's why.
yeah. Well,
Yeah, but because of the remakes is what I'm saying.
All right. Yeah, because the remakes they added a lot more things, but that's like for like a different time, like because we're only focusing on the original.
So he's saying that the original, like KJC saying the original, he still give it a B.
Yeah.
All right.
Wait,
So
just because of the remakes, I'm giving it a B.
all right. Hey,
Well, we can put it in whichever tier though.
well, it got 2 votes for A, so I from what I heard, I think it could probably get an A. Yeah, I wouldn't argue with it at either. Like, you know how sometimes you get like little points that you could argue out to like lower it, but like just hearing that you could visit Kanto in the game, and this was the first Pokemon game where they introduced shinies. So I mean, they were getting the most out of that game. Like they took the Game Boy cartridge and then like figured out a way to even squeeze even more out of it, and they added new Pokemon in that.
Because they thought it was the last iteration because of decline, but then after the success of the second gen games, they actually decided to continue on. And Roy's in the, yeah, there he is.
All right.
Actually, before we move on, should we just let Roy talk about the subject of Gen 2?
Oh, let's catch him up on what we got so far, and we'll let him add his comments as we fill him in.
Discord's not working.
I got him.
All right.
Let's see.
All right, let's see if it works.
There we go.
Here we go.
All right, so we're gonna catch you up, Roy, on what we got so far. We made it through the Gen 1 games and the Gen 2 games. We ended up giving Gen 1 a B tier, and we on Gen 2 we gave it a B as what? No, we gave it an A, didn't we? We said we went ahead and gave it an A.
Okay.
And we'll let you see if you agree, disagree, and add your little comments on both gens. But we're talking about the first iterations of the game. We're not including like the remakes and all that. We're just going off the original cartridge versions.
Without the remake, Gen 1's garbage, in my opinion. So I put that at like D, to be honest.
All right, so yeah,
I don't
we'll
care about
keep
like
that as-
Dang.
nostalgia purposes.
Personally, I would have put it at C, but everybody else said B.
Because it was a starter.
Yeah, I look at what technology and hardware they had. They got the most out of what they were working with. So that's what I gave it a B on.
Yeah.
All right, so Gen 2, what did you think about Gen 2 and just like a straight Gen 2 like cartridge, gold, silver, and I guess Usagi said the crystal version.
Oh, that's an A for me. Gen 2's A. The fucking remakes are good, but the original game is also very good, to be honest. That's all I gotta say about it.
That's good enough for me, my boy.
I mean, I just want to speed this along.
Right?
All right, so Gen 3. Now I actually played Gen 3 when it came out. This was the first GBA Pokemon game, right? Was it the only GBA Pokemon game?
Yeah,
Ruby,
it's the
Sapphire, and
only
Emerald.
B.
Those are the three.
Okay, so like Gen 4 came out on the DS then.
Yes.
Okay, all right. So let's get right into this. This gen is probably my favorite gen, only for Absol, and I like Blaziken. Like there's like some of my favorite Pokemon are in this gen. Now, as far as the plot and all that stuff, there's not really much that changes from game to game. So like I really can't give like really like boosted points. I mean, to me, like this is even though it's like my favorite gen, like it really doesn't add much to the game, because I mean like the shinies are already there from Gen 2. They added some new Pokemon. Some of the new Pokemon designs are nice, but I mean it's still gonna be like a B or a C for me. Like it's not like overwhelming. Like this is a great game. Like I can recommend the game unless you're already a fan of the series. Like I wouldn't say Gen 3 is where you start. because like the games that came after might be a little more, how would you say, tailored to a casual audience. Like they try to make the catching and all that, the breeding and all that stuff easier. But like it was a good game. I guess the thing that they added was like secret bases. You could like, you know, trade secret base codes and go visit other people's secret bases in game and such. But like, I mean, it doesn't really do like anything that just like blows my mind. Like most of the, I'm gonna be honest, I'm gonna break this this tier list a little bit. Most of my Pokemon games are gonna be in the B, C range, and then until we get to Sword and Shield, and then you know we might open the trash can up. But I'll let y'all guys speak on what y'all feel about Gen 3 and what y'all feel like the games are, what they should be at.
Oh yeah, wasn't Pokemon Coliseum?
Hey, that's a spin-off. Like I don't know if we're exactly talking about that, but that's based off of Arizona, the Coliseum.
Oh yeah. It came out in this time, like it was.
Yeah,
it would have been in this this gen.
Yeah, but I don't know if we're actually counting that. Probably not.
No, they're not They're not like true Game Freak games.
Yeah,
like,
they're not even Game Freak. That's the thing. They're not even Game Freak.
I think it's Genius and Sorority or something like that made the
something like that.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I'll talk about that when we get to Sword and Shield.
Yeah, because we're gonna need the Coliseum games as reference point for when we destroy Sword and Shield.
Yep.
Oh, yeah, don't forget Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon as well. You have to
we'll
Does that
get there.
count,
But
though?
first, we need to discuss about Gen 3.
Yeah, we got time, my boys. I hope y'all got y'all's snacks and stuff. We ain't going nowhere. We breaking out Pokemon right here. It's about time for us to delve deep into these games, my boy.
Alright, so I can't say anything about Gen 3, because I definitely didn't play Gen 3. So I'm gonna need the rest of y'all to go ahead and say what y'all need to say.
It was the first Pokemon game to introduce the IV system.
Ivy system.
Yeah, that's the.
EVs and IVs.
There's like breeding and all
okay.
that.
So I
Yeah.
ain't getting all that.
Like, there's a thing.
Right,
Ruby
miss me
and
with
Sapphire-
all that, bro. I'm just trying to catch the mons.
Ruby and Sapphire are like good games and all, but Emerald's the best one out of the three, obviously. Like,
Bet.
yeah, because they added the Battle Frontier. Basically, you get to battle the Frontier Brains.
Yeah.
Yeah. I had extra content, but like the issue too is they like if around that time like if you depending on your region, like say for example you could only get a Jirachi only like it depending on which region you're in. Like for example, if you beat Pokemon Channel, you get to have like a way to get Jirachi from that game, or if you're like in the US, you can only get it through pre-ordering Pokemon Coliseum. So yeah, in order to complete the Pokédex for those games, you have to actually own a copy of Coliseum or Pokemon Channel, which is even more money you're having to pay if you don't have anybody that actually has the Jirachi.
Yeah. I think I kind of remember something like that.
Yeah.
So we're already seeing early in the Pokemon cycle, Pokemon's already about that cash grab.
Although it is the first like Pokemon gen to actually have a thing similar to Pokemon Bank called Pokemon Box Ruby and Sapphire, which is basically Pokemon Bank but for Ruby and Sapphire and no subscription.
So it was free back then.
No, not free. You have to actually buy the disc. You had to buy a disc just to leave Pokemon in and out.
So it was a cash grab. See, we
Basically,
finding out
yeah,
that the cash
A
grab is.
game that has more storage space to keep Pokemon from the third gen games.
All right,
No.
so we see that Gen 3 was the beginning of the cash grab, my boys.
Yep.
All right, so Luigi, Roy, y'all got any comments on Gen 3 that y'all feel like that haven't been already said?
Nothing really. They got like most of
That man Usagi been adding all them little tidbits. That man got all this stuff. I was like, this man did his homework, bro.
I heard he knew most stuff beforehand, but Emerald's my favorite Pokemon game. But I'm not letting that like judge if the game's actually good or not. Yep, nobody else has anything to say.
No, Roy. You there?
So other than Porter and I, we're like the only two that play the Gen 3 games.
Yeah, and I like I said, it's I'm struggling to give it a B. Like I'm like, cause like it's just, I don't know. It just feels like, I mean, the graphics are a step up from the game, but you expect that with it being, you know, Game Boy Advance versus Game Boy, regular Game Boy and Game Boy Color. So like I expect that, but like it just feels like it doesn't change anything. Like it's not like groundbreaking Pokemon. Like I'm gonna run out and tell, hey everybody, did y'all get Ruby Sapphire? Did y'all get it? I wasn't like that whenever I started playing it, bro. So
you know what's actually groundbreaking about Ruby, Sapphire, and Emerald? You actually have a dad.
Oh yeah, that's right. Cause like the other games, it was just the mom, right?
Like almost every Pokemon game, they just start off like with the mom.
Yeah, but in the Gen game, that's the only Pokemon game where you actually have a father, and that's Norman.
Yeah, and wasn't he like, wasn't his gym like the weirdest one? Like he's like normal type Pokemon,
yeah, he
bro.
uses normal type.
Why they give that man like a lame type, bro?
Alright, Roy, I'll drag you back in.
Seed B again, that's what he said. So I think he's trying to say something, but since Discord's being dumb.
Yeah, it for whatever reason it's like weird. It like kicks people like randomly.
Yeah, we should move to the general chat. Like,
I think most everybody's already gone. Y'all want to, y'all? We can just move to general tell, and I'll tell Roy. Or maybe he'll see us in the general and just hop back in.
I picked up him. We'll move to general.
All right. I just noticed I just dragged the live stream chat above the other one. I was trying to move. There it goes. All right.
Circle, we're doing a discussion about Pokemon.
I'm not that good at kind of stuff, so I don't know.
Yeah, this is a podcast about Pokemon.
All right,
Yeah,
so
it's either A or B for me. Just because A. Yeah, it's either A or B for me. Everybody else is playing.
I'm in the B to C range, and I'm struggling to give it a B. So like I'm gonna say C on Gen 3. But
So, like,
On Gen 3, like low B.
low B?
Mhm.
So like, will we put Emerald in B, or would we put so we put Emerald in B and then Ruby and Sapphire in C, or no?
yeah, we could put Emerald above
Because
because
Emerald's better
it's
than
the
both.
complete
That
version.
game's better. Even has yeah, it's better. Even though it does have that cut content to it. I mean, that's only the Japanese version where you could actually catch a wait, actually, can't you catch like a shiny meat like the Japanese version? I think I remember that. I don't remember if it's only shiny version you could catch in the Japanese version.
Gen 4.
Are y'all ready
Moving
for
on.
Gen 4? Like this was
Yes,
another
sir.
gen where y'all are gonna be people that I rely on. Like even though these gens came out on the DS, which is probably my favorite handheld console. Like DS is my stuff, my boys. Like I don't know if y'all were in the DS like I was when it first came out, bro. My DS was like heavily used, my boy.
So the main issue of the Gen 4 games is for Diamond and Pearl that it's way too slow compared to the previous game.
What do you mean by that? Oh, you mean by walking speed? Yeah, I feel you. I think
Walking speed, surfing speed, and like taking damage speed.
No. Surfing speed. Well, okay, Diamond and Pearl, yeah, but not Platinum.
Yeah, no. I'm talking about
Just
Diamond and
me
Pearl
with that.
specifically, not Platinum. And plus,
Okay.
I didn't really play Platinum. My brother did, and he said he really liked it because that was actually his first Pokemon game, if I remember. Yeah, it is his first.
Yeah, I'll let you know that Platinum is fired, alright?
Yeah, because it's the same thing with Gen 3. Emerald is better than both Ruby and
Yeah.
Sapphire. And
I
Platinum
prefer
is better than
Emerald
Diamond
over
and Pearl.
Platinum though, even though I didn't play Platinum.
Yes, sir. Platinum is
But Platinum is
definitively
just
better
way
than
better.
all of them.
Yeah, so for Platinum, I won't really be that useful, but for like Diamond and Pearl, I could be useful for that.
That was
Alright,
that
yeah.
was what was the legendaries on
Dialga,
Dialga and
Palkia,
Palkia.
Giratina, and Arceus.
RCS was an event only, but you had to hack it in.
So like
Yeah,
what
introducing
kind of
our
like
names.
new mons did we get in Gen 4? Was there anything that was like noteworthy?
Mainly just Pokemon
Got that
that
man's
has like an extra
Lucario.
Yeah,
evolution.
we got Lucario.
Mainly Pokemon that has like an
Clean
extra
Pokemon.
evolution, like Electivire and Magmortar, or
We got a
Oh, yeah, we got
Bombsnow.
Garchomp too.
Yeah, you got
Bombsnow. Let's not talk about that.
No, we got a Bombsnow.
Pokemon V. We got.
Oh, Frank, you can jump in the chat, my boy. We're in general chat in Discord. I see you out
Yeah.
there on the live stream.
Yeah.
We got
Porygon.
Darkrai.
Oh, that came in
We
Gen
got
4?
a lot of legendaries.
The game had like a lot of legendaries
Gen
and
4.
Pokemon with like an extra evolution. Not barely any like new Pokemon like that's not barely any, like new Pokemon, just extra evolutions or delusions and a lot of legendaries.
Yeah, we got a lot of demi legendaries. Such as Lucario.
So, let's see what else we got. Hold up.
I mean, there's tons of side quests. That's
Oh,
one
I was
thing.
gonna ask y'all guys, was this the first gen that did dual types, or what did they come out in Gen 3? I couldn't remember.
Actually,
Like
yeah.
Tactical?
I think
Or
it was Gen 3.
Tacticals? That was,
Was
in,
it
the
Gen
third
3?
gen.
Was it because yeah, it might have been Gen 3 then, because I was just
Yeah,
trying to
They
remember when they started.
introduced double battles.
Okay.
Yeah, no, it was not Gen 4 that did.
So so Gen 3 did give us a couple of new wrinkles to Pokemon, the dual types and
Yeah.
and double battles. All right.
Oh,
It still don't change how I feel about Gen 3. We leave that how it is. I just want to see. I couldn't remember if it came out in Gen 4 or what new wrinkles they added to the gameplay in Gen 4.
They started like using them.
I'm trying to remember like what new things they added in Diamond and Pearl.
3D.
Oh yeah, it was the first Pokemon game to actually introduce online battles.
Yeah,
Got that Nintendo
Yeah.
Wi-Fi connection, bro.
Online features in it.
Yeah.
They had the online mining system. They had the online puffing system. They had a bunch
They had
of
the
online stuff in
GST.
that
GTS, whatever it's called.
Oh, the global
thing.
trades.
Global tracking system.
Yeah.
Uh,
Where everyone used to put in like unrealistic trades they could actually do, like a level 10 rush.
That's what it was bad.
They were asking for things that are literally impossible to get.
There were no
They also
fair
had the
trades in
legendary
the
birds,
BTS
man.
system. Everybody just did bullshit and
Yeah.
stuff that was untradeable.
That cracks me up that people would ask for stuff like that. Yeah, well, let me see if I can get that level 5 Arceus to be like, bro, we'll get out of here.
Now,
Someone
now
asked
when
for,
someone
like, a-
actually hacks in a level 5 Arceus, they're gonna be complaining.
Oh no, you here's the thing, even if you do hack in a Pokemon, you cannot trade it because it's gonna
Oh, you
gonna be denied.
Oh,
But if they ask for, like, a
I never
level-
tried
if-
that.
If they ask for like a level 10 Dialga, you can actually do that if you do the event in Heart Gold and Soul Silver.
Oh, so like the Heart Gold, Soul Silver were DS remakes?
Heart Gold and Soul Silver had a event where if you brought an Arceus to like the ruins, I forgot what the ruins is called, you get to pick either a level 10 Dialga, Poke, or Giratina, but only if you bring an Arceus into the ruins in Heart Gold and Soul Silver.
Huh.
So if someone were to ask something like that in the GTS, that's actually possible. You need to have the event Arceus.
Yeah, I never liked the event Pokemon. To be absolutely honest, I thought that was completely unnecessary.
Isn't that just whatchamacallit?
What?
Like the event Pokemon, isn't that just like you have to have this Pokemon to access a certain type of like event, like to catch like the yeah, okay.
Yeah, or a key item.
Ah, yeah. So for y'all guys that played the
unless Nintendo gives it to you.
Oh yeah, and yeah, or you had to have like some kind of long code or something that you put in.
Yo.
Mystery gift.
It was like I think it was the first game that actually introduced. Was that the first game that introduced mystery gift?
I kept thinking it was in Gen 3 too.
No, because I don't think so.
It wasn't.
I don't remember.
Because I think back then they actually had to use like e-reader cards for events or.
Yeah.
something.
Okay, I think I remember you.
I could be wrong about that because I'm actually not too familiar with this. But I know for sure like the Gen 4 games was like the start of the distributing Pokemon, especially with the racist Gengar that was distributed in Platinum's launch.
Oh, that's so
did he
funny
say
to be a racist Gengar.
Yeah, somebody hacked Nintendo New York. They were advertising a distribution of Gengar, and people actually thought that Nintendo was distributing a Gengar that had like the move Theft and had like a racist name. I'm not even kidding. I could actually link that.
No. That's not official though, so we're good.
It's not official, but I'm just saying some guy with like a Team Rocket outfit hacked the servers and actually distributed a fake Pokemon.
Hilarious.
Yeah, I just posted it.
That's hilarious, bro. Right.
Yeah.
All right, so what did y'all guys think of that Gen 4 action, bro? I kind of got a little bit of a vibe that it was kind of like Gen 3, where where'd y'all say was it Platinum the one that?
Third game was
Platinum.
Yeah, that was the
Platinum. For
better
me,
game.
Platinum is S. Alright.
Yeah, and then the other ones, Diamond and Pearl, are A. To be honest. Actually, Platinum is top one. In my opinion.
That's part of the top 3 right there.
What did you think about them, Ouija? Did you play any of the Gen 4 games?
Yeah, I definitely played them. I think I have what's it called? Platinum. But like my aunt, she was like the biggest collector for like all the games.
Yo, let's get into that Gen 5. Gen 5 was also on the DS too, right?
Yeah, fun
wait,
fact,
hold
it
on,
actually
wait.
came out on the
Hold
day
on,
of my
we
11th
putting-
birthday.
Are we putting Diamond and Pearl above Hard Gold or no? Or not Hard Gold, but Gold?
No.
No.
I don't think so.
I think they'll have them on the same on A, right?
Yeah, they're all on A.
Yeah.
I just wanted to know if they're higher or lower.
I think they're lower.
I don't know. I would just put it wherever you want to put it.
Just give it whatever.
Whatever your personal bias is.
My personal bias? I don't have any bias for Diamond and Pearl. I have bias against Platinum though.
That makes I have bias towards Platinum.
Don't let bias decide.
Well, I'm all about moving on to the next generation, Gen 5.
Yeah, the game that came out on my 11th birthday, I remember that.
So what that's black and white, right?
Yes.
Yes.
All right.
I also got gold. I also got heart gold that the same day too.
Man, the events for this game were actually kind of cool.
I'm like actually
I'm in like the
one of
IRL
best
events.
villain teams.
I also had the dream of stream stuff.
Had Team Plasma, the best fucking team in Pokemon history, in my
Yes,
opinion.
sir. Even though their ideals are kind of whack, but yes, sir.
It is what it is.
And what about N?
That is cool. I guess.
Everyone really likes.
What do you mean? Hold on. What do you mean? I guess. Wait a minute.
Yes.
Nah, that man is cool. What you saying? He's kind of crazy.
Oh yeah,
Cool.
question. Are we including the sequels too, or?
I don't think
What? Oh, chorus. Well, that's the main
I'm
line.
not too familiar with the sequels, so that's actually one of the only Pokemon games I did not play.
Yeah, they're straight up sequels. Straight up.
Yeah, but I mean, like, I did not play them just because around that time I didn't have like a DS because it broke on me.
Yeah, this is the only gen that didn't get some DLC as the third game.
Yeah, and actually I got a sequel, and I actually want to buy them, but they're pricey.
It's worth it. Nothing.
Oh, I'll be willing to pay for it. It's just a matter of me trying to find like a good condition at a retro gaming con or something.
All right, so in this one, what was the legendaries in black and white?
Retrum, Zekrom, and Kiram.
Oh,
Nah, B. He said black and white.
Yeah, Kiram was also there.
Nah. We don't bring Hiram until the second game. No, we don't
No,
talk
he
about
was
that
in
until then.
black and white.
No.
He did literally capture-
We don't talk about him until the second game.
But
Yeah.
He's not relevant until the
Really,
second
the
game.
matter of
he's not relevant, but he's still there.
No.
He's still not relevant.
He's
Not
not
relevant.
relevant.
Considered
A legend.
All right, you guys are acting like rice gum with a whole irrelevant stuff.
Bro, but like, here's the thing. He's not the focus at all. We're not.
Yeah, no,
we're
that's
not
not what I was saying at all. I wasn't saying he was the focus, but I'm just saying like he was at least there.
I mean, I could bring up all the other legendaries.
Alright.
If
Also,
you're bringing up Kieran.
yeah, you could do that.
Yeah, but like, let's not. Let's actually not do that.
All right then. Not the useful here, so if anybody talks about the sequels, go ahead.
Yeah, and I don't have
Alright,
anything to add to Gen 5 discussion at all because I skipped Gen 4 and 5. The DS games, I didn't get any of them.
So, one of the best parts about Gen 5 is the story. For once, other than Platinum, the story is actually really good. Maybe not for the Team Plasma's goal, but the story is pretty good.
Omar A, I see you out there. I'm gonna read Omar A's comment from the chat. I don't think he knows that we're actually discussing like all the games. I'm just playing Let's Go Eevee on the stream as a background, kind of to go along with what we're talking about. He said, in my opinion, I have fun with Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. They're not my favorite. Do you want to play a better Gen 1 remake? Fire Red and Leaf Green are better.
There you go.
I played both of those
Dang.
games, actually, to be honest. They're more true actual Pokemon games. Like, this is kind of... Pokemon Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu are like a gimmick to sell Pokeball pluses. Basically, they're supposed to be...
I hate Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu.
I've not played it that fully. Only tried a demo of it.
The demo of Let's Go Eevee or something?
Yeah, yes. Pokemon Gen 5. It's not where the game ranks. Because I don't know what else there could be on it.
Hey, in my opinion. A or S.
I'm putting Black and White in A. Black and White 2 can go in S.
All right, Luigi, you were kind of quiet on the black and white. Do you got anything you want to add?
Not really, honestly. Not much to really say about the black and white games.
Dang, that's some mad races.
Hey, I didn't mean it like that.
But yeah, all right. So let's move on to Gen 6 then.
Except why my least favorite entries. My second least favorite. My bad. I have not played Sword and Shield.
I mean, it has one of the best starters.
And this
for
is
Ninja,
Pokemon X and Y, right?
but
And
there's many things wrong with this game.
Yeah. I mean, the only thing I remember people memeing on was just the bench sitting and that one Pokemon.
One Pokemon?
They were memeing on a Pokemon.
What Pokemon?
There was like a Pokemon that was like memed on a lot, like when it first came out, like Esper or something like that.
Oh yeah. That's
Yeah, people were memeing on Esper. Those are like the two memes I remember.
Alright, here we go. Trash.
All right, so I'm gonna say this on Y and X. I didn't play them until after I played the remakes of Ruby and Sapphire. I played Omega Ruby, and I was like, you know what? I'll pick up X and Y as a because they were like on like the game. What was it called? The GameStop used bin. I was like, yeah, I'll try it out, see what I missed or anything, see if I missed anything. But it wasn't like the only thing I thought was kind of interesting was they had you like traveling with more than one person. I don't know if they did that in the Gen 4 or 5 at all. Like if you had like a rival, that like a group of rivals or a group of like people that you travel with. I guess that was kind of
yeah.
Those rivals are trash.
Yeah.
Those are the worst rivals in any Pokemon game.
One, I mean, I don't.
That's
I don't.
Hop.
I don't.
I was gonna say
remember
Hop
the names.
is probably the worst that I've seen.
I mean, yeah, Hop is bad, but
Hop is like actual doo doo. But I mean,
Yeah.
Get there. We'll get there.
these
Dude,
rivals
Toxic
are pretty
Mike,
bad.
Like, he just sucks.
Like F tier rivals,
Unranked.
close to worse.
So forgettable that I don't remember any of their names except for like one of the characters, and that's only because it's a different gender.
Huh?
talk about the traveling group in
Yeah, like depending on which character you choose, like male or female, they'll have like a name for the story. So basically, since I chose a male character, I only remember the female protagonist's name just because I didn't choose them. That's like the only one I could actually remember throughout the 4 characters. The other ones are that
Oh, God.
forgettable. That's what I'm saying.
okay.
Also, one other issue I remember, people were saying the game was too easy.
Fine.
X and Y, yeah.
Yeah, it wasn't that hard.
Hand holdy.
Okay.
Miss me with that.
In Nuzlocke, it's pretty easy.
I was gonna say that was the
That's
first
about it.
that was the first nose like I did with the old gorilla
either-
recording, bro.
Yeah, I'll give it a D.
That was easy, right?
Yeah, it wasn't too hard.
Nah,
Exactly.
it was the game that introduced Mega Evolution.
Yeah,
I mean, but then they took it out in the next game.
I didn't add it.
Oh yeah, that's
man,
right. They
yeah.
did take it out in the next gen, bro.
Yeah.
Oh, I was like, bro, they literally
So-
did
so
take
Mega
that out, bro.
Evolutions didn't
Yeah,
even
and then they added something worse.
Bro,
Way
let's.
worse. I'm like, why?
So what? Where are we sticking this at? In the
You're
D,
giving us a D.
F?
Yeah, D.
D?
Ooh, D.
D? Oh.
I mean, I'd put it
Here
in
we
F.
go.
actually.
The game had so much potential for a sequel. It had some unanswered questions, but it just left us with even more questions.
Ah.
Because we
Bro,
never
it didn't
got a sequel.
introduce
Like, people-
Pokemon Z, bro.
Yeah, we never got that. So there's like some questions are unanswered, like about AZ's Floet. That was like
Now, if
unanswered.
Pokemon Z came out, that probably would have been B, right? Because we all know. How
Yeah,
this
because they
goes.
always ends up being the better version, the third
No,
version.
it probably would've been C. It probably would have been C. Let's be real.
So many like issues with the story. Like it just leaves so much unexplained.
Oh, so
Right,
Omar
it's
A
pretty
added this on Pokemon Black and White. We probably missed because we're probably going a little bit fast. But he said Pokemon Black and White are good games. The story good. Some of the Pokemon designs good, but the level grinding in Black and White is bad. That's why the sequels are better because they fix a lot of the issues. Plus, they continue the story and it got better.
You said
They
the
added
sequels are
more new
better.
stuff.
That is
I would
facts.
say the sequels are better. That's cap.
Nah, bro, the sequels are definitely better.
I mean, I love at fucking level grinding, but just better in general, no.
So why did they
Black and white.
go backwards in the games and make it more grindy in black and white from I wonder why they did that.
More playtime, I guess.
That's a bad way to do that.
Yeah, I was about to say, because usually most games try to find a way to make it more like easier, but I guess they
do. They get a lot of complaints from people saying the game's too easy.
I guess I didn't think about it that way. But we're saying, what are y'all guys saying on Y and X? Y'all saying D, F? What were we saying?
I'm saying
It
D.
so much. It needs so
I'm
I'm
much.
saying D.
Mega Evolution saved it from being an F tier.
No, yes, sir. The only
Yeah,
reason
it's
it's not an
like
F for me is because of Mega Evolution.
Yo, Mega Blaziken is still firing, my boy.
And the Lucario.
Sir.
Oh yeah, Mega Lucario, nice too. I
Oh
forgot
yeah,
about
don't
it.
forget Astro Ninja too. Even though it's
That's not until the next gen. That's not until the
Astro
next gen.
Ninja. No.
Oh yeah, that's Gen 7 too, ain't it?
Yeah.
All right, so the Gen 7 is Sun, Moon. Are we going to consider Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon, Gen 7 A, 7 Plus?
No.
Oh.
Wait, are Ultra Sun sequels?
No, they're basically the same game.
They're basically the same game, but like a way worse story.
They took out some battles that were in the original.
What?
The Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon are better. Than
I
the
mean,
original.
to me, like
So
the
they're like
Velvet-
the Crystal, the Emerald, and they're like that version of the Gen 7. They're basically like the perfected version of it.
There is the addition of the Rainbow Rocket episode, whatever it's called. There is that. they
Rainbow
added in.
Rocket.
Yeah, you could battle Team Rainbow Rocket and Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, along with all the other.
Who's Rainbow Rocket?
It's Team Rocket, but
No,
they're rainbow.
No.
I
I'm
remember
not even kidding.
that
That's
shit.
literally what they're called, Team Rainbow
Yeah,
Rocket.
it's called Team Rainbow Rocket.
Oh, that was that in
It's
Ultra
like a
Sun and Moon?
reboot
I didn't
of
even
Rocket.
Yeah, and then you could also battle the other main
battle the other
antagonists throughout the
team
whole
leaders.
series. So characters like Archie, Maxie, Cyrus,
No, that
Giovanni. I
was
forgot the other one's name, but yeah, you could battle them in the game.
Huh.
Why is
Yeah.
That was
Looking-
That was cool, but it was just nostalgia that people. What Luigi just posted, that's Team Rainbow Rocket.
No. Why did it look like that?
Yeah, you get to fight there's like 4 main villains of the game, or like 4 teams you have to fight. Team Skull, Team Rainbow Rocket, Team what are the other 2? Target.
the Aether Paradise group.
Yeah, the Aether Paradise, and then there's like one more, like the Ultra Recon team. I think that's what they're called.
Yo, it sounds
No, I
like that
don't
game has
remember that.
content.
That was only in Ultra and Ultra Moon. It was like the Ultra Recon team. Depending on which version of the game you get to,
Oh,
the
wait.
2 appear.
Yeah, I remember that. Never mind.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. So is that good content then?
I mean, it's basically the same thing, but kind of worse. Like, characters like Lily feel like more rushed in that game than they do in Sun and Moon.
All right, so just to kind of go backwards, because Omar A is hanging out with us in the live stream chat. He's just like a little bit behind, so he's probably going to give comments on Gen 7 after this. But this is what he had to say on X and Y. He said X and Y is a fresh start to a 3D Pokemon game, but it didn't hold up. He said Mega Evolution, amazing gimmick. I like it. The backstory to the villains is awful. There's even a character randomly appears and tells the backstory. You battle him in the end, and that's it. There's even a Pokemon game, a Pokemon that gets a special form in X and Y. It gets ignored throughout the games. Do y'all remember what he's talking about? Because I think I vaguely remember what he's talking about.
That's what I talked about. The stuff that's left unanswered.
So that's why we didn't, and that's why people were upset that we didn't get Pokemon Z, because there was still stuff that.
Yeah, there was
Yes.
still.
It was just still stupid
Story.
that like
They were still so much left unanswered.
Yeah, so my man,
Oh,
I'm
yeah,
glad my man
and
Omar
to
A's
go
hanging
back-
out. You can tell that man knows his Pokemon stuff. This
Nah,
man.
And to go back to Gen 6, the champion was trash. Now that was the worst champion. Okay.
I have not
Who was the champion for X
experienced
and Y?
Leon yet,
It
so
was
I can
this random chick that you just met at a coffee shop.
Yeah, that's actually true. You're not
Huh?
I forgot her name, but yeah, you actually do meet her at a coffee shop.
Yeah, that's about it.
But-
All right, so.
That's not.
So what were you
Everybody's like,
telling
yeah,
me?
that's not gonna work.
Actually, Cinnamon also had some returning characters from the previous gen games.
Oh yeah, like certain I'll post
Yeah,
them.
like I forgot the lead 4 members' name from Black and White, but one of them returns. Press returns. Yeah. Those are some people that return in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. But I'm talking about like the other characters. Like Wally returns, at Red and Blue returns, Cynthia returns.
Oh, this Omar A said this on Sun and Moon. He said now that is a hard decision. Sun and Moon, Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon are not the same. They're their own separate continuities. So I guess they're like basically like what was like you're like I kept trying to compare it to like the crystals and the emeralds, where it's like its own standalone game, but it's like the better version. I don't know if you would say it's the better
Like
version.
Like the director's cut,
Not
you
better.
mean?
Although they added some new stuff, like the totem Pokemon. That was like a thing too. Basically,
Oh, I hate it. Oh my god, bro. Now that you brought up the total Pokemon, oh my gosh, I hate that so much, bro.
in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, if you find out a certain amount of totem stickers around the Alola region, you get to have a totem-sized Pokemon. That it's not transferable.
Bruh.
And then in Sun and Moon, you just have to look around just to look for Zygarde cubes.
Oh yeah, I hated that too as well. That's some
Yeah.
garbage. Like that's like literally like those those little quests, side quests that they give you in like those whatchamacallit games where you're like looking for just like, oh dang it, what was it? I'm trying to think of something that like it's almost similar to the blue coin shit in Mario Sunshine. And bro, I hated doing the blue coin things on Mario Sunshine just to finish the game, get all the stars and stuff. I'm like, bro, all right, I'm sorry, shine sprites. We gotta be correct before somebody from Mario Sunshine community comes and whops me on the head for that. But like they like the little Zygarde cube thing. I was like, bro, we have to find all these little pieces just to get this Pokemon, bro.
Just to get the 100% complete version.
Yeah. Also, the characters' motives change depending on which version of the games you're playing. Like if you're playing Sun and Moon, like Lusamine, I think that's her name. Basically, she has like a different motive depending on the game you play, but I don't remember what the motives are. But I know one of the battles against her is not present in Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon.
Oh, isn't that the chick that was like the mom or whatever of
Yes.
Lily?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like she, actually, should I even mention it? Should I even mention that
Mention what?
one fight you have against her in Sun and Moon, or should I just leave that alone?
That one fight?
Yeah, the where she basically polymerization. Just think of that.
Huh?
She like transformed into like an ultra beast.
Oh,
Yeah,
that thing?
she combined herself with like an Ultra Beast, and she had like a different form just for that battle. And then like the Pokemon
Yeah,
you
man,
fight,
it's like a
Totem
full team of totem Pokemon.
Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon.
Bro, that already sounds broken as crap. And I don't even remember that because I think I only played Sun like all the way through once. And
Yeah,
then like
you've experienced it before. Then if you already played through it, then yeah, you already seen it.
yeah,
It's the
I probably was like, this game is some, because bro, like the totem Pokemon already had me crying because of like some of the broken shit. Like I literally like struggled to like continue the Nuzlocke I was doing the Sun because of the totem Pokemon, bro. Like they literally like make the game like you have to like really think about how to approach it if you're trying not to lose a Pokemon.
Yeah.
And like actually that the last Totem Pokemon match that I had, that was the argument with Kitty, bro. Then that like that was like the last uploaded episode.
When she got mad at the Pokemon,
The
bro.
hardest totem battle ever.
Which one is the hardest one?
Mallow's Trial. That was difficult.
Which one was that?
It was like the grass one.
Oh, I haven't got to that one yet, bro. Okay.
Hate that one.
I'll probably quit playing the Nuzlocke thing. I think I only lost one mon on what's his name, Kiawe's, but like that was the argument that me and Kitty had was like I could have saved it.
He was yelling at you because
Bro, it literally became like a text wall like argument in Discord. I want to add these little comments that Omar A had in here. And let me add his comments on Sun and Moon, and then we'll tear up Sun and Moon, and then we'll move on to the train wreck that was Sword and Shield. So this is what Omar A had to say on Sun and Moon. He says, Sun and Moon tutorials are awful. Basically hold your hands throughout the first island. Z moves, and I guess he's trying to say they're okay gimmick, but it was bad. He said the villain of Sun and Moon is amazing. The Ultra Beast, I like that idea. Interdimensional Pokemon, that's kind of interesting. And he said, but then Ultra Sun and Moon came around and it's not good. Instead of concentrating on the villains, the backstory, instead they make everybody good guys and make the legendary the bad guy. I'm assuming they're talking. He's talking about the what's it called? The
different motives, I think.
I'm gonna have to play Ultra Sun now, cause I gotta see.
Alright.
For me, I'll rate Sun and Moon higher than Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon, just because the whole motives for like Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon were just stupid. And then the return for Team Rainbow Rocket, that was only added just because of nostalgia.
So they added Rainbow Rocket kind of like as a homage to Team Rocket, basically.
I feel like that's what they did. But yeah, you get to battle all the main villains throughout the previous 6 games.
Ah, okay. So
yeah.
So what do we say on Sun, Moon, Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon? Y'all can put them in separate tiers if y'all feel the need to, like as far as the two games or the pairs of each games.
Sun and Moon would be a B for me, but like Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon would be like a C, or yeah, it would be like a C or D. Probably C, because it is better than X and Y.
Would you say it's a high C or a low C?
Low C, not like a very high, because its plot is dumb. I remember I was actually playing Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon at school, and people were wondering why am I playing this other than going on whatever ride they were doing at Six Flags. I was like, I want to beat Team Rainbow Rocket.
Yeah, you sound like a nerd saying that.
Well, yeah, because I was young back then. I was like 18. I was just trying to beat the game.
Yeah, no, you probably should have thought about what you said before you said that.
Yeah, I literally wanted to beat the game before I went and did anything else.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Bro, are we ready to talk about Sun and Moon? Like, Luigi, what you think about the Sun and Moon, Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon?
I hate how they took out Mega Evolution from that.
Oh no, they have Mega Evolutions. It's just post game. Yeah. So yeah, they do have Mega Evolutions, but you only get it after you beat the game. I think you have to beat Dexio and Sinna in order to actually get them.
That's a bit of a C though.
And that's Sun and Moon. Did you play Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon?
I still have Ultra Sun. I'm still playing.
I haven't got into Ultra Sun or Ultra Moon yet. I might have to crack them open because I bought them and they're still sealed. But I might have to crack one open and start playing it.
Hey, I'm still playing through some Ultra Sun. Like, I lost my copy of it.
All right, so I'm gonna have to give I'm gonna give Sun a B. Because that was the one I played. I haven't played Ultra Sun, Ultra Moon to give it anything, so I'm gonna go off of what you guys that played it said. So, but like for me, it wasn't like mind blowing or anything like that. But it was definitely better than X and Y. But I mean, I'm struggling to give Pokemon any of the Pokemon games I played above a B. Like that's to me like Pokemon's a B game in general in itself. So. I mean, it's a good game. It's a solid game, but it's not like I'm telling people to go out and buy it. Like, you gotta have this game, bro. So that's where I would stick Sun at. So now let's get to the train wreck disaster that was Sword and Shield, because it's finally time to talk about this game, bro. Yeah, I've been waiting to talk about this.
I don't think much needs to be said.
What you mean?
We got the worst rifle. We did just everything bad.
Hey Porter,
Yeah, no, I came here to give Sword and Shield hands.
Okay.
Porter, do you remember that one time you got upset when Hop said oof?
Bro, that right there automatically qualifies Hop as the worst rival ever, bro. If your rival says oof in the game, bro, no, we already that man no. Like, he already made my list, bro. We don't say oof around here. We skip right over Roblox references, bro. We do not.
Who says oof when he loses? I'm gonna smell you later.
Bro, I'm glad you reminded me of that, because like I needed another reason not to like Hop, bro.
Bro, tell me why every time you talk to Hop, he is charging himself up like he's a Super Saiyan.
Bro, somebody used to call it the double milk. Like, it looks like he's double milking like a cow or something, bro. That man had the I started calling it the double milk. I was like, this man's out here
So
actually.
he has, like,
He was so hyped at the start of the story, and then he got really sad at the end for no reason.
That man got emo real quick.
nah, he's trash, bro. He deserves to be sad. He's trash.
Gotta get out of here.
Nah, but when you lose to a fairy, my boy, it makes you start to evaluate your life, bro. You gotta look
Yes,
at things a
sir.
little bit.
Bro, Embiid is not even that good, bro.
Like every
Except
time.
for score.
He's not even that good of a trainer. And he still lost.
Bro, that man gave him them hands, bro. He gave Hop's team them hands, bro.
He kept the Wooloo the whole entire time. He had 2 Pokemon against 1 Pokemon, and he still lost. In the first
Bro, is this the first game where your rival picks the weaker type?
As far as I've seen, that's the first time.
Nice. So this game really trying to hold people's hands. This is a Nintendo game in a nutshell.
Yo, Omar A, he was like, don't even get me started on Sword and Shield. He took his message back. He's like, oh, there's one thing I left behind on my rant on Sun and Moon and Ultra Sun and Ultra Moon. You get to fight the professor, but in Ultra Sun and Moon, you get to fight Hao. Isn't Hao the little dude that travels with you? Or is Hao the kahuna at the first one?
Ooh,
Because I kept thinking Hao was the dude that had the what's it called, the Alolan Pikachu. I kept thinking his name was Hao, but I couldn't remember if it.
Yeah, I think it's how.
Yeah, I think that's what he's talking about. Yeah, he's like, yeah, my opinion on Sword and Shield are not that good of a Pokemon game. Yo, we are with you on that, my boy.
yo, it's not that good of a
But tell
game
me
in
why.
general.
Tell me why they took away Mega Evolutions. They made something worse Z moves, and then they made something worse than Z moves.
I wouldn't.
Like-
Well, actually, yeah, it is kind of.
I mean, Dynamax is
It's way worse. Why did they add Dynamax in the game?
they're not even as strong as you.
It's not even a
They
good
like-
mechanic. That's the sad thing. And the gym battles aren't even the only gym battle that in my opinion, out of all the gym battles that was actually even remotely unique was against Raihan.
Yeah.
That was it. That's the only one. The
Actually,
other ones are just garbage. Even the
I
challenges were
think
garbage.
Raihan was like one of the only good
Even the
characters
champion
in
itself.
Sword and Shield.
Facts. I mean, there's what's his name? Pierce, Marnie's brother.
Oh yeah, I like him.
He's okay.
He's
Yeah,
better
he
than
wasn't that bad.
Hop, bro. Hop, bro.
better
Why
than
did they give me Hop, bro?
Bro, to me, Pierce and Reinhardt are the best ones.
Here's
Pierce doesn't even use Dynamite. That's how
Yeah,
you
that
know
man,
he's
that
OG.
man's a G,
Anyone
man.
else
That
uses
that
Dynamax.
man, that man Pierce is like me, bro. We ain't Dynamax. We ain't give no gimmicks, none of that. He's like, fight me straight up, son.
Listen, none of that Dynamax,
You
man.
get a legendary that you catch in the Pokeball, and it's a guaranteed catch. And then you go to the champion right after. So, do you think the
And they
champion's
sweep people.
going to win when you have an Eternatus on your team? Going to wipe the whole entire team? Please tell me how he's supposed
But
to
hold on though,
How is this
because
supposed to be a challenge?
his name is Leon.
Nah,
right?
Yeah,
because
Leon.
That's on
his
October
team's
Blood.
really good, but you get an Eternatus before that.
You're right,
That
but his
just wipes
team
his
is really
whole
good though. You gotta cut him a little bit of slack, a little bit.
Yeah, that G-Max Charizard though, bro.
Oh yeah, that gets wiped too. It gets wiped out by the
Yeah,
Eternatus
that's-
as well.
Oh, it does. Oh yeah, yeah,
Like,
yeah,
I
yeah,
really
yeah.
like his team. I really like his team, but like you can just sweep all the Mons, bro.
Yeah, his team was nice,
I
bro.
chose not to use
That
it.
man had a nice team, bro.
If
You
use
literally get
Eternatus,
2 OG
His
Pokemon
Charizard
for
was probably
free.
his only Pokemon that was like overkill, like his Charizard just does all
That man says Sword and Shield storytelling is bad, villain is bland. The texture in Sword and Shield made my eyes hurt, bro.
Bro, he knows what I'm talking about. Man. The texture
And
is
someone
so
also
bad.
mentioned how remember how the animations are better for a GameCube game than a Switch game?
Oh yeah, now
Exactly.
let's talk about this Coliseum stuff, bro, because we gotta talk about Coliseum now that we're talking about the graphical fidelity
Bro,
differences.
hold on, let me just bring up the fact that the legendary just turns around, and when he turns around, he just rotates. He doesn't move.
Yeah, he does
No,
not
no, no.
move at
he
all.
just rotates. They thought that
He
was
doesn't
peak
move.
animation.
He doesn't move anything.
Coliseum's. I
Bro,
don't know what.
remember when the crisis was going down, and then Oleana was running, stopped, turned, ran, stopped, turned. That's a really good pacing animation right there. 10 out of 10. I would hire you again to do that pacing animation.
No, and even the DLC, when they're supposed to be like an animation, they just cut it out. They just put a black.
Yes.
Oh, I haven't.
They
Right.
can't put animations in the game. It's
Bro.
impossible. You have to put a black screen over that.
Bro, I need to see this because like I downloaded the DLCs and I hadn't even played neither one of them. Bro, y'all got me scared to play the DLCs, bro. And I already paid for them. I was like, bro,
The only
No,
good thing
and
about
then,
the DLC,
and then if
right?
you're like fucking planting something, it
It cuts
to
to
a fucking
black.
screen. It cuts to a black screen. You can't just plant that in the game. You couldn't add that animation. You're just gonna add
Bro,
a
they
black
have a
screen.
kneeling animation in the game already.
Bro, are you
That's the one
serious?
I
That
know
what?
it's scared.
Like how can you just not plant something in the game?
They
Why
already
do you
have
need
a
to cut
kneeling
it out?
animation in the game.
Like, what's so secretive about Pokemon? Like, is there something going behind the scenes that they have to put a black screen over?
Bro, are they doing something they shouldn't be doing behind that black screen, bro? What are they doing though?
Censorship. It's easy. Censorship.
Or planting a
We don't need censorship in the E for everyone game. We don't need
Of
that.
course you do.
yeah, you
No.
They plant different in Japan, bro. They have to cover that up.
Yeah.
They plant different. Nah, B, they planting Breath of the Wild, and I can see them do it.
Oh yeah, you're right. You're right.
Because they can't animate things, obviously. Tell me why they had a CG animation for the game and then didn't put it in the game. Tell
lot
me
of
why they
games-
did that.
That's a lot of games actually. They have a CG
No,
animation.
no. They had an HD render for the game and didn't put it in the game. Instead, they gave you a lower fidelity version. Why would they do that?
Are you talking about that scene where they had the 3 starter Pokemon, like when they
That's
introduced
right.
them? That was in
That's right.
HD, and then like the actual in game is like a lower fidelity introduction
That's
cutscene.
right. They made all these
It's
HD
hard
cutscenes,
times.
and then, bro, that's where the budget went. They made all these HD cutscenes, and then it left us with this garbage.
Kingdom Hearts actually does that too, so I'll cut him some slack for that.
All right, so let me get y'all.
because they
There's
told
no-
us about
there's no
higher
customer
fidelity.
side.
They lied to us straight up.
All right, I need to get
Yeah, they
Omar
like-
A's comments in here real quick. He said, "Don't get me started on the animation. Blastoise use hydro pump and the water comes out of the forehead instead of the 2 cannons on his back." He said, "Ignore the DLCs. They're not worth it. The Isle of Arm's backstory gets even worse. The Crown Tundra's backstory is even worse than the Isle of Armor and Sword and Shield put together." Bro, are you serious, bro?
Crown Tundra is really dumb, bro. The only thing that I liked about DLC was roaming Pokemon. That was the only thing,
Nah,
and it's
please
because
tell
I
me-
can
please
actually
tell me why
see
we
the
have to
roaming
pay for this.
Pokemon.
Please tell me why we have to pay for the DLC. The DLC is basically the full game.
So like,
Exactly.
it's
He's-
what-
he's telling the
Like
truth.
if you're buying Pokemon Sword and Shield with the DLC, you're buying the full game. It's finally out.
Exactly.
It's been in beta for a while now.
And the fact that
Exactly.
But the full game is fine.
You know, the funny thing is, I went to the store and saw that actual thing in the store. It said Pokemon Sword and Shield plus expansion DLC, and it was $80. I can't remember how much the DLC pack was. Is it 30?
Nah,
Okay.
yeah, it was 30.
Yeah. So
Yeah, it was a
so
90
now you
original
can buy the
altogether.
full game for $80. I mean,
you
like
can
that
buy
man Roy
the
said,
full
we got
game for
beta
$80.
version.
Bro, but here's the thing.
Yeah, beta version for a while for $60.
Bro, here's the thing. If you want the full,
for the beta,
mommy, if you want the full experience of the game, you have to pay more than $90 though. Not even just the DLC, but you have to pay for bank too to get the other Pokemon in the game.
Oh yeah, that's right. You have to have what's it called? Pokemon Home.
Home.
You have to have Pokemon
Yes.
Home.
yeah, all your Pokemon.
And it's a subscription.
Now, why,
I was like, why are you doing?
why
Plus
would
the
you
online
pay $30
too, yeah.
for DLC when you can get Heart Gold and Soul Silver for less?
Exactly.
Like,
Except like
you can
expensive
get a
games
brand
though.
new, better Pokemon game.
Aren't they expensive games now?
Yeah, they probably are because they're actually good games.
Yeah.
I mean, probably at full price.
Yeah, they probably retain
I
their
know some
value.
DS Actually, I'm actually curious. I'm actually gonna look up right now. How much is Purple and Silver?
Free if you use an emulator.
Bro, here's
No,
something
we're not
I
using
don't understand.
emulators.
Tell me why the follow Pokemon work in Let's Go, Pikachu, and Eevee, but they don't work in Sword and Shield. How are you the fastest Pokemon in the game? You can't keep up with me. How? How does that happen?
Like you're Dragapult, you're moving so fucking slow. For what reason?
Bro,
Why are
did you see
moving?
Regieleki? Bro, Regieleki is the fastest Pokemon in the game. And
then
this
that
man is
shit
tiptoeing
is slow as
super
hell.
slowly. He can't keep up with me.
Bro,
I'm over here walking
Why do
away
all
from him and he can't keep
Pokemon-
up.
For the follow me, go at the same speed.
Well, they work perfectly in Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, but they somehow messed it up in this game. Game Freak is trash. If this is not proof that Game Freak is trash, I don't know what it is.
yo, my man Omar A said Crown Tundra is basically the Legendary's island.
That is facts. They give you legendaries for free, bro. Like they're just free.
It's not free because you have to pay for it.
Yeah, that man got
Nah,
some
man,
point.
once
We
you
had
know
to
it,
pay.
you-
We had to pay for the DLC to even get the legendaries,
That's facts. That's facts.
bro. So like we could trace the money grabbing back to what we say Gen 3 was the beginning of the money grab.
But Pokemon
Three.
Fox, Ruby, and Sapphire, and the 2 spin-off games where you actually had to get Jirachi.
Just to
Depending on
complete your
your region.
Pokedex, you have to actually start paying money now to
Although
beyond
there was
the.
a payoff. There was a payoff in the third game. Basically, if you did complete your Pokédex, you get a Johto starter.
Bro, it's so dumb, bro.
So it wasn't even
What else-
like
what
a
else do you
good
get in the other
actual.
games? Nothing.
Garbage.
All right, so we already know where we putting this garbage at, right?
S tier.
It's F. It's
F.
L tier, bro.
S tier.
Lower
F
than-
tier.
Yeah.
It's obviously the best game because of all the everything that was just mentioned.
All right,
Nah,
so
be L tier for Lee tier.
the lead tier.
Just make a tier called and then put it there.
I was gonna say, you know that little space at the bottom of the tier thing under the last tier. That's where you put it at. It don't even get to be in the tier, bro. It goes under the tiers, cause that's where it belongs, bro. Like nah, like I
Just
mean
remove it from the
for
tier
me
list.
as a Pokemon game, it didn't do anything that any of the other gens didn't already do, and like actually went backwards. Like it feels like that like I told you my opinion, Let's Go Eevee is a better Switch game than the 8th generation is, and it's just a remake of the first generation of Pokemon. And I can't even consider it a real Pokemon game because the way you catch in this game is just basically a gimmick. It's not like really a real Pokemon game. Like until you get to the battles where you're training battles, those are actual Pokemon battles. But like catching a Pokemon, it's not even real, actual Pokemon where you like beat it up, weaken it, throw a Pokeball at it, and catch it. So like Let's Go Eevee does a better job of being a Pokemon game, and it's not even really technically a Pokemon game in a true sense than the actual Generation 8 Pokemon game does.
Same goes for the GameCube games, where you could actually steal trainers' Pokemon.
It was a spin, like it was like a gimmick, and it was better executed than Sword and Shield was.
And they have more animations than Sword and Shield does.
Yo,
Everything has more
Right,
animation.
GameCube game too.
I'm gonna need to see that plant animation, bro. I gotta see this, cause I gotta see them they cut to the black screen.
Bro, when I saw it the first time, I got so heated, bro. You don't understand. I got so heated when I saw it. And they did that mess often too. It wasn't just the one time, it was often.
Bro,
It's like the smallest stuff too.
I'm glad I did
Something
that.
simple, bro.
I'm glad I bought Shenmue 3 over Sword and Shield.
so now that I get to this point, and now that we kind of got the tier list all laid out and everything, I wanted to add a little bit of a comment from one of the live streams when I was actually streaming Sword and Shield. There was actually a person that came into the stream, and he was like, why am I supporting this channel that supports this garbage game? And the man was like, I'm unsubbing and I'm leaving the channel. So this man, not only did he leave the stream, he also unsubbed because I was playing Pokemon Shield, bro. I was
Did he
like, bro,
dislike your video?
that's when you know that your game is trash, bro. When people see the game and they're like, nah, I'm unsubbing because this man's playing this game, bro. That's when you know you made a bad
on
game.
the video.
Like, I gotta get nothing.
He's like, I cannot believe this man had the audacity to play this game on his stream. He's like, I'm gonna hit that unsub real quick.
Just say you pirated it. It's Just say you pirated it.
I said I pirated. No,
Yeah, just say you
unfortunately,
pirated
I
it.
spent my money on this, and I was like many people. At the end of it, I was like, yeah, it wasn't a bad game, but like, bro, they like the outrage, the outcry that came out from Sword and Shield, bro. I was so scared to play the game, bro. And then like they only affirmed it even more by the time that the DLCs came out, because like I'm like literally paying another 30 bucks just to get more content that should already been in the first game, in the first iteration of the game, bro. So like now, like Game Freak is on full blown money grab mode. And I guess I should have known that whenever they did Let's Go Eevee and Let's Go Pikachu, and they're like, here, buy this Pokeball Plus. This is the only way you get Mew. You can't catch Mew inside the game any other way except buying this Pokeball Plus. And then they didn't even give you the option of using the Pokeball Plus that you pay for in Sword and Shield. I was like, bro, we literally bought a Pokeball Plus for like one game. I was like, really? And then they charge you 50 bucks for it. They'll be like, oh, it has HD Rumble Plus in it.
instead of fixing their game, they decided to focus on Little Small Town, whatever that game's called.
Oh yeah, has anybody played that game? Because I need to know
Oh,
if that
wait.
game was even worth it.
Yeah, that game is so under the radar, bro. I can't find any videos for that game.
So like, I'm gonna need some people to find it and play it, and we need to find out what game or what this game like. We need to see if that little game is actually is it worth them taking all that time and effort putting into that game for them to not take the time and effort and put it into the actual mainline franchise game. Because I need to see if they did a good job of that. If they didn't do a good job on that game and Sword and Shield, I'm done with Game Freak, bro. They're gonna have to make an actual S tier Pokemon game for me to come back, bro.
Don't forget, IGN gave Sword and Shield a 9.7 out of 10.
IGN did?
Yes,
Because they're sheep.
but they gave Little Town Hero, they gave that a 7 out of 10.
So
That's because they're sheep. Bro, the girl that freaking reviewed Sword and Shield, she literally contradicted herself multiple times in the review.
bro,
And I was
He
like,
said it was the best Pokemon experience to date.
oh man, it's
he said
just
now
so
there's a rumor
outrageous.
spreading that Gen 4 remakes are going to have the same graphics as Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, and I'm praying through God, I hope that's a fake rumor and not real.
That's probably
I actually made a
true.
mistake. It's not 9.7, it's 9.3.
I don't
But
care,
that's
man. I'm
not
not
very
listening to
true.
that
They don't
woman
like
ever. She
rivals.
literally contradicted herself at every point she made. No, get that out of here.
So Gen 4 remakes they're saying they're going to be the Let's Go versions of Gen 4.
Yes, I'm so sad to hear. To be absolutely honest, I've been so hyped for a Gen 4 remake, but after Sword and Shield, I just don't want it, bro, because I know they're gonna ruin it.
Just
Bro.
go back to making pixels.
Just go back to 2D Pokemon
Bro.
games.
Bro, I would love it if they
Because
were
everybody liked
3D,
when it was
bro.
like that. When it transitioned to 3D is when people became more skeptical on the series.
Well, it's because like the last 3D games we got were not even made by Game Freak. They were like the actual true 3D games. Well, I guess you could say the DS games 3D, right?
Yeah, the 3DS
Yeah.
game.
Okay, so I guess they have made competent 3D Pokemon games then.
I don't know about comments.
Let's just say that they weren't like, because where did we put the DS games? They ended up being A and A tier, right?
No, X and Y was D.
Say Y was D, Ultra Sun, Ultra
I was talking about
was
the
C,
DS
and
games.
then-
I wasn't talking about X and Y. We don't care about X and Y.
Alright, yeah, the DS games are either A's, no, S's or A's.
Huh?
So
Oh, you talking about
DS
DS?
game.
Never mind.
yeah, I wasn't. If I said 3DS, I misspoke. I meant the DS games.
Yeah,
Gotcha.
even
Yeah, but like, bro, like I'm glad we did this because like, bro, like I needed to hear y'all guys' opinions on some of this because like I like I said, I struggle giving any Pokemon game higher than a B, bro, because it's just to me like I don't see it's like the same game. I guess when we come to the Mario discussion, like there's some really good Mario games, and then there's some misses, bro. So what are we? I can't remember what we talked about at the end of the first podcast. I know we talked about this, and Billy wanted to do Mario Party. What do y'all guys think about? What do y'all think about Mario Party? Because you can miss me with Mario Party.
I already have
Yeah, you can miss me with that too.
Because I mean, I'll do the podcast if y'all guys that actually play Mario Parties have some.
I have not played all of them. I've only played, the only ones I have not really played are like 6 and 7 and 9
All
and
right.
10.
So, because I mean, like, I can get into the Mario discussion. We were talking about the Mario stuff earlier. I seen the the content corner, and y'all was going in on Billy with those tier lists that man kept populating about Mario, bro. So, kind of got me itching to talk about the Mario games a little bit. But we'll try to do this again next weekend, guys. We'll pull Mario Party, or we'll go right into the Mario games. I'll keep touch with you guys during the week, and we'll see if we can get like a good amount of people that play Mario Party. This is where we need Chris. Where is Chris when we need him, bro? Now that man was all about some Mario Party, so we're gonna need that man Chris to come back, bro.
Watching Johnny test right now.
Chris is one of them people that'll put Odyssey in S tier, and I'm not with that.
Definitely one of those people who do that.
Yeah, we're gonna have to get Justin in this Mario discussion because he was talking about Mario Odyssey in the S tier, and I'm gonna need to talk to this man because I done played all the Mario games except Galaxy 2, which I'm gonna correct that problem this week. I'm gonna bust out Mario Galaxy 2 off of my desk, and I'm gonna play it, and I'm gonna see what I missed because that man Roy said it was nice, so I need to get on it and see what I missed.
Better than freaking one, that's for sure.
So I need to get into it, bro, because I played Galaxy and I was like, all right, this is nice. And then people was like, Galaxy 2 is where it's at, my boy. And I was like, word, I didn't even play it, my boy.
Yes, sir.
So I'm gonna have to hit that up because I'm gonna get ready for this Mario discussion. That's the only one that I hadn't played yet, so I gotta get on it, my boys. But all right, everybody that was here, last time we didn't do the old social medias and stuff. But y'all guys that definitely have channels and want to pump y'all social media up, I'm gonna give y'all each the opportunity to pump your social media and your Twitch channels, your YouTube channels, all that stuff. Cause I'm gonna start pumping y'all guys up. Y'all guys come in to the channel and contribute. I gotta get y'all's names out there, my boy. I gotta get y'all out there so the people can find y'all and connect. All right, so I'm gonna go with KJC. All right, KJC, let them people know where you at, my boy. What you working on?
Alright, you can find me on Twitch at LonelyBoysYT and on YouTube at Lonely Boys. And then on Twitter, you can find me at KJCannon101.
And my man KJC, I'm gonna add this little bit in here. That man is the mastermind behind the crisp overlays that you see on the channel. So if you need some overlay work or some artwork, that man is your man. So y'all definitely hit that man up if y'all got some work for him. My boy Usagi, the Sack Supreme. This my man Usagi right here. My man is like a walk-in game dictionary encyclopedia, bro. So if y'all want to hit that boy Usagi up, Usagi, where can they find you at?
Space.
Did he say MySpace?
That man said MySpace. He was like, you ain't gonna find me. I'm in the deep dark web, bro. All right, my boy Ouija, my man Ouija is hitting it up on Twitch right now. That man's affiliated. That man's a Twitch affiliate, my boy. So I'm proud of this man.
I don't have any like link stuff right now. That Roy's saying that he wants to plug in his Twitter at I'm Sozy. I think that's how it's pronounced.
Yeah, I'm Sozy. Yeah, so that's my boy Roy. If you want to hit,
that'll be Roy's plug-in because right. I don't really have like a Twitter, and my YouTube's like it's bad.
That man said my YouTube is bad. But yo, so like
bad. It's literally it's just cringe. That's all it is.
Understandable.
That's my channel, bro.
And I don't have Twitter, so I don't really have anything else to plug except for Discord. But that's kind of obvious.
So y'all can find that man Usagi in my Discord, and I guess I'll put the Discord link in the comments of the video. And then we have Roy. That boy Roy said he just want to plug his Twitter. He said follow him on Twitter at I'm Sozy on Twitter, and that's my boy Roy. Hit that man up and get at that man out there if you want to talk about some Nintendo stuff. That man's got that knowledge. He's got that expertise. And now let's get to that man Ouija. My man Ouija out there doing it on Twitch. Hit him up, boy. Tell him where you at.
You can find me on Twitter at Ouija Mansion. On Twitch, it's Ouija_Mansion. And that's pretty much it. But my Instagram is just the same thing. That's pretty much where you find me.
All right, my boy. So you can hit that man up on Instagram, Twitter, and Twitch. And that man, I think you've been doing tournaments on Smash Ultimate on Twitch, right? On Saturdays.
Saturday at like 2 p.m. EST.
All right, so yeah, definitely check out my man's tournaments. That man's doing it big over there on Twitch. And if you ain't doing nothing on Saturday, which most people ain't, so I mean, it's still the COVID winter. We still out here sheltered in the house. So I mean, if you want to see some Smash action, you can go check out my man on Twitch at around 2 p.m. EST. That man's gonna be hosting some tournaments out there on Twitch. We had a nice Pokemon discussion. I'm gonna hit that man KJC up for that tier list so I can try to modify the thumbnail unless y'all guys want to get it from him and then try to do y'all's own iteration of the thumbnail. If not, your boy is gonna try to probably do something similar to what we had the last time. But thank you guys for watching and participating in the stream. We had Omar A come in the stream and give us his comments. That man, we had a few people in here. I'm gonna shout out everybody that came through the live stream. We had Race Rain, we had Mobim Kurenai. Probably said that wrong.
Kurenai, not pronounced.
And then we had that man PFG, Professor Frank was in the chat. Adrian Gaming was in there. We had Katsuma. That's like Adrian Gaming and Katsuma show up. They're like peas in a pod. Usually when one shows up, the other one's there. Cat Mario came in and said hi. And then I did mention Omar A. CCXL Fusion came in and commented there. Thank y'all guys for coming into the stream and hanging out with us for a little bit of time. We had a long one today. This podcast was almost 2 hours, my boy. We had a nice little discussion here. But there was a lot of ground to cover with the Pokemon series. It's been going since the
roasting Sword and Shield.
Yeah, I don't think we spend enough time roasting Sword and Shield, my boy. We could have dedicated a whole podcast to Sword and Shield roast, bro. That would have been a nice 30-40 minute discussion, bro. We decided to just cut it some slack. It's probably then got roasted into oblivion. It's probably like a charred pile of crap in the corner somewhere at this point. But we're gonna get out of here for this stream. Thank y'all guys for coming in and watching any part of the stream or joining in the conversation. And we'll be back next time with another podcast. I'm getting out of here for today. I'm gone. Peace.